These are my three guests, and I'm going to do my informative speech today on wedding planning. Everyone wants a special someone, right? That's why we endure the awkwardness of a first date and the weirdness of getting to know someone. We hope that we'll eventually fall in love with them and then it'll lead to marriage. Well, most marriages start off with weddings. I'm getting married in a couple months and I've done all of the planning myself. There's so much that goes into it that you don't think of initially, and today I'm going to go over some main points of wedding planning. First off, you're going to want to think of who you're going to want to invite to the wedding. Who do you want there? Can you imagine your big day without them? These are going to be a few questions you'll ask yourself when getting a rough draft together with your fiance. Simone Hill from The Knot talks about splitting your guest list with your parents. 50% for you and your fiance, 25% for your parents, and 25% for your fiance's parents. That way you're not stepping on anyone's toes and you're avoiding any awkwardness, especially if your parents are splitting the cost of the wedding. That's going to be the nicest thing to do. Simone also talks about having a reasonable number in mind. Obviously, you may have 500 people you want to invite to your wedding, but that's not very realistic and probably not in your budget. After you have your guest list set up, you're going to want to ask your bridal party to stand by your side. Your bridal party is going to be your closest friends, maybe your cousins or your siblings, someone that's very close to you. They're going to stand by you on your big day. It's a big deal for them to be in your bridal party because they're going to spend lots of money on a matching outfit. They're probably going to pay for your bridal shower and they're going to pay for your bachelorette party, among other things. They're also going to be your support system and help you planning throughout the whole process. So make sure you pick someone that you trust a lot. After you've gotten your bridal party and all of your guest lists set up, you're going to do the most fun thing for a bride to do, which is shopping. The first thing you're going to shop for is a venue. No, you can't take it home in a bag and try it on, but it's a very important thing in wedding planning. Maggie Lord of the Huffington Post says to consider time of day, time of year, the number of events, and even the theme when choosing a venue. Obviously, you're not going to have a beach wedding in a small chapel, and you're not going to have 1,000 people in your parents' old church. So you need to consider these things before signing a contract and getting stuck to one certain place. After you've shopped for your venue, you get to do the most important thing for a bride, which is your dress. You're going to want to do lots of research and look at different styles and shapes and details. Whenever you go to the wedding dress store, you're going to try on as many as you like, but most of the time, when you try on the one, you'll definitely know. Another major thing you're going to shop for is your wedding bands, and you get to do this one with your future hubby. Most likely you're already rocking in a gorgeous engagement ring, but this will be a symbol of your marriage on your left hand till death does you part. After you've got all of the people and materialistic things, you're going to want to focus on another major key point of wedding planning, which is food. You're going to have to feed all of the people at your wedding. Likely they've made arrangements to be with you on your big day, and this is a kind and polite way to say thank you for being with us. Heather Lee from Brides.com talks about different meal styles at your reception. Me as a bride, I never thought about this whenever I was planning my reception. You have anything from traditional plated meals, which is something you think about originally at a reception, where you have your plate in front of you. There's also buffet style and family style, where you would get up from the table and get your food, or family style, where they serve larger portions and you serve yourself. There's a new modern reception style, which is called cocktail style. That's where you serve cocktails and hors d'oeuvres and have a little appetizer and an hour or two of mingling. That's a new way to do it. Whatever you choose, it's your choice. There's just different ways to do it. Food is a huge chunk of your budget, so consider that whenever you start planning and deciding on reception menus. Wedding planning can be very stressful and a lot on your plate, but just know that focusing on these main key points and getting things done will make the details a lot more fun. Wedding is people getting together to celebrate you and your new husband's life. So as long as you focus on the people, which is your guest list, the place, your venue, and what you're feeding them, the reception, you're on your track to a wedding. I hope once you find someone special, or already have and you're getting married, hearing this speech will help you get started on planning the wedding of your dreams and getting the major key points taken care of. Whether you're a 500 guest, only the best flowers from Paris kind of girl, or it's just you and your man going to the courthouse with a small reception after, all of these things when planning a wedding are going to be very helpful.